on the floor at the time when he called me, when he got closer to the scene, because he was still by his car. If anybody looks at the video, his car wasn't even parked all the way back to the store. He was like literally about to pull back in the store when he realized that he saw a lot of shattered glass. He was not even all the way back in the parking lot where you guys can see him fully parked. Look at the footage first.
Okay, look, tell me this. So your dad was I want to know this. When was your dad? When was he? Did your dad see the shooting? Did your dad see what happened at all?
He did not. He did not.
So when your dad described it to you, he described it from a third. As far as telling you the things that transpired, was he telling you something that somebody else told him?
As far as somebody saying somebody killed this man up here?
Yeah. As far as what happened at the restaurant. I mean, in the cookie store.
As far as I know, my dad had a visual of someone laying on the floor, but he didn't know exactly who it was at the time. That's when he called and said, man, hey, they didn't kill somebody up here.
Okay.
At the time, we thought it was somebody on our payroll and on the employee.
Okay.
On the employees.
Let's talk about that real quick. That day at the restaurant, who's all working? How many people is working at that location that day?
At that day, it was 3 people.
Okay, 3 people. These are 3 employees, 2 employees and a family member.
That is correct.
Okay, tell me this. When we hear you, let's go back a little bit. When we hear you say that you talked to your dad on the first call, you say that he didn't know who was laying on the ground the first call. So right. when did he discover who it was on the ground?
How he discovered it was when he came into the shop to check on everybody that was in the shop. When he realized that it was bullet holes all over the freaking window.
Are the police here already?
It was only 1 car that was responding. 1. So he couldn't control everything that was going on. It was so many people out there, guys. It was so many people out there. He couldn't control anything.
So when he got there, when your father got there, he told y'all it was only 1 police officer there.
No, you can see that, obviously, because it's on the news. But when people was recording and everything, you can obviously see that because he was trying to get control of the situation because everybody was recording. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he didn't exactly tell me there was 1 police car, but that was obvious knowledge because it's all over the web. You can see the footage on Facebook. You can see it. It was just 1 car in the beginning. In the beginning, it was 1 car.
Okay. Tell me this: when your dad, when he get there, you said he didn't know who was on the ground immediately. When did the police let him in? When did he get a chance? Was it more police there? Like when did he get a chance for them to let him go inside? And when he got inside, did he see that was Dolph as he entered the restaurant? When did they give him permission to go inside and check on everything?
The knowledge of how he knew it was Dolph was due to the employees in the store. They had just tried to service him with some cookies. That's how my dad found out that it was young Dolph on the floor. That's when I received call number 2.
Okay.
We'll talk about that in a minute when you tell me when we go to that bar.
Okay. So yeah. Okay, so now inside Makedas. Let's talk a little bit about Makedas.
Okay.
Inside Makedas, okay, Dolph gets shot.
Yeah.
From your knowledge, from what's been said, you know, since everything happened, from the employees that was there, the people that was there.
Yes.
Who did Dolph come to the cookie store with? Was Dolph alone or was he with somebody?
This is where the situation gets cloudy because we have 2 employees in that store. One is telling me that he came in with security. He came in with the gentleman that was in the video.
The gentleman who we see with the dreads.
With the dreads.
Okay, yeah. So 1 employee is saying that he came in with that gentleman. That's the security guard.
That's what was told to me.
Okay.
But what I'm hearing now, okay, this is where we get conflicted because everybody's saying stuff happened so fast and stuff. That guy was sitting in the car at the time that all this stuff happened, and he realized something was about to pop up. That's what was told to me, okay? I was not there, so I do not know exactly how this whole situation went. I don't know. I can just only go by what my employees tell me when I ask them what happened. And we're not going to ask them too many times because the person that actually was ringing this gentleman up at the time, she's traumatized by all this stuff. So we can't keep going over and over. She had already go downtown and get interviewed.
When she the woman who went downtown and got interviewed multiple times, was she able to tell them who was Dolph in the store with? Did he walk in with somebody?
Yeah, she was able to tell them everything, but the police didn't come back and tell us what she said. I mean, that's how detective work goes, people. When they put you in an interrogation room, they're not going to tell you everything that was said. They're going to get their statement, and they're going to keep asking them the same questions to make sure their statement stays the same. That is how it works. And if it stays the same and they feel like that everybody's telling the truth, they're going to rule you out. That's how it goes. And they stuck to the story each time. They didn't flinch. Nothing changed. They wrote that stuff down to a T. They typed it up, signed it, and walked out the door. That is the reason why we're not being investigated, because there it is. That's what happened. It's uncut. That's it.
So, okay, so tell me this. So when it's all said and done, so you said to your knowledge, you not for sure, you still even a little bit confused on whether somebody was in the store with Dolph at the time of this shooting.
Right.
Was Dolph?
Really sure.
So we don't know if he was in the store alone. So you heard a security guard came in with him. We don't know.
Did.
So we don't know if when the shooting broke out, if it was actually a security guard in the store with him.
Right.
But was there anybody else in the store besides Dolph and the security guard?
No, sir.
Does Makedas have a bathroom? You have a restroom in there?
We have a restroom in the hallway. It's 2 bathrooms.
Okay.
A woman and a man in that hallway right there. If you know the outline of it, like the whole layout of it. See, I wish I could get it, because people are thinking that when you open that door, bam, there's the bathroom. That is so not true. That is not true at all.
Okay, so when you walk
the door, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, when you walk in Makedas, where with the back, we see the counter is right here. It's a door right here. It's a door. What's behind that door that's right there? We can see from the window. What's behind that door?
The door is the hallway, but on the side are 2 restrooms. You got a women's bathroom and a man's bathroom, but it's kind of like a little long hallway. It's not short, like as soon as you open that door, they go to the bathroom, bam. That's not how that goes. That is not it.
Is it a way to get out through that door? Is it a way to get out the restaurant through that door?
No, not all the way back in the kitchen. We got a back door in the kitchen.
Okay, but if somebody went through that door, they don't have to necessarily come back out the front no more.
No, they do not. If they go in the back door, but again, you have to think about it. We got cameras back there. We got cameras in the kitchen.
Okay.
We got cameras in the kitchen. We got cameras in the front, and we got cameras outside. So if anybody magically came through that back door or out that back door, I promise you, the police would have caught it. They would have caught it. And we would be in a lot of trouble right now.
So it's cameras back. So if anybody come or go out that back door, that should be on surveillance. That should be caught on camera if anybody was to come in out that back door.
Yes. We got cameras in the back. Yes. We have cameras in the back, in the front, and outside in the parking lot. We just updated those cameras literally 3 weeks before this whole assassination. We updated those cameras. We gave the police every single camera in there. They have all the footage. So if you guys think we still have it, no, we do not. This is an ongoing investigation of a high-profile murder of a man that was loved by millions of people all over the world. Why would they give us back the footage and they haven't solved the murder yet?
Okay.
That don't make any sense.
Tell me this: whenever we look at the crime scene,
okay,
we see that there's a couple gunshots by the door. We see that mainly it's a big hole where most of the gunshots went. Was anybody in the store able to say if a gunshot went off inside the store, or do they not know? Do they know if a gunshot went out the window, or did they all come in? Because
there were absolutely no shots coming from inside that store. Though all those shots came from outside. There was nobody in the store that had a gun that could get to Dolph in any kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. Those bullets came from outside the store in the parking lot.
So when the police did their investigation, they didn't come back and tell you. Did they come back and tell y'all how it played out? Did they say that this was people jumped out and shot into the store, or was they able to tell y'all whether it was some gunplay inside the store? Did Dolph shoot back? Was somebody in there with Dolph? Was there any signs at all of gunfire inside the store, where they came from somebody else, Dolph, somebody was with Dolph? Was a shot fired in the store?
There was no signs of any gunshots being shot from inside of that store. If it would have been, we would not be sitting here right now, Scope. Everybody in here would be investigated right now. If they could tell y'all that it was shots coming from inside that store. It did not happen. All those shots came from outside. That is what happened. Stop making it more than apparently what it is. Two people drove up in a white car. It's there. They drove up in a white car, they ran out, and they assassinated this man. And it's, as much as it just pains me and kills me to have to keep saying it, that is all that happened. Stop reading more into this. Makedas had nothing to do with what happened to young Dolph. We are just as hurt as the world is, because we had to live it. That man was coming in that store. He was showing us love all the time. Why would we want him gone? He was pretty much the only man that gave a damn. Didn't nobody else come in the store and show us love and want to promote our cookies? He came, and he did that on his own accordance. Why y'all trying to make this more than what it is ridiculous to me. It's really messed up. And y'all taking my family through too much stuff, because all of this stuff is speculation and allegations. Nobody has facts. Nobody has them. Nobody. They're telling y'all what they think they know. I'm just shocked. I'm amazed how many people graduated from college with a criminology degree, because it seems like I got a whole bunch of detectives on me. Because every time I see some, oh yeah, look at this door, look at this, look at this. But you guys aren't in the store. All you see is the front of the windows that the media has showed you. Period. What's the problem? Did y'all see the inside? Did somebody go in and film? Okay, here go a bullet, here go a bullet, here go. Did they do that? No. But we saw it. It was bullet holes back there. It was bullet holes through the bathrooms, yo. Man, it broke plumbing. It was water everywhere. So somebody did that inside the store? Come on, bruh. That's not what happened.
Okay, tell me this. Okay, so when it comes to that camera footage, did y'all get a chance to look at this kid? Did your father,
Dad.
Okay. Did you and your father talk about what he's seen on this footage?
He never wants to talk about it again, because it's traumatizing to see a man take his last breath. He does not want that image in his head. We talked about it one time, just one time, and that was the day of. And he said, man, and you know, you could tell by the pain in his eyes. Nobody wants to remember somebody taking their last breath like that, or falling. Like, nobody wants to remember what they saw. He had to rewind that footage over and over and over for the cops that whole night. They were in the interrogation all night until probably up around maybe 9 or 10 o'clock when we had to go back to the store. See what I'm saying? They questioned these people. They had my dad run the footage repeatedly, and he had to see it each time.
So your dad has seen this footage over and over again?
Yes. And it's traumatizing to him. That's why he said on the news, it is a nightmare we just cannot wake up from. So
tell me this, when they watch this footage, is the police saying that they looking for anybody that was inside the restaurant?
No.
Is the police looking for anybody that was, because the police has already seen this footage. We know now that the police has seen the footage. Yes. Are they looking for a third shooter? We're hearing about a third person. Somebody shot him in the inside. The two people ran up on the outside. They finished them off. Are they looking for a third shooter that was in the restaurant?
No.
Is it possible a third shooter could have been hiding in the bathroom?
No.
Hid Dolph and snuck up? Is there any?
No. It's not possible. It is impossible because of the cameras. Because of the cameras, people. Those cameras record every second in that store from beginning to the end. All we got to do is put the time frames in, and it'll go back to the recording. What is wrong with y'all? Do y'all really think we would sit up here and set this man up? Why? No one has given me a reason why yet, and it's been truthful. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's talk about. Let's get to the interview real quick. So
right.
you did an interview on the news. You know what I mean? You did it, and in the interview, they asked you about your father. You was telling them about the information that your dad had called you with.
Yes.
In the phone, you said in the phone call that your dad said it all happened real quick.
He said it happened so fast. When I said that, it's because of what he heard from an employee. It happened so fast. He was telling me what they were telling him. That is what was going on. You guys are, come on, man. Make it make sense, baby. Make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. Okay, look, in that same interview, they was asking you about, you said that your dad, they actually said, did it happen on the inside or the outside? You said on the inside, so right. fully break down what you meant by that. They said inside or outside. You said inside. Did you mean he got hit on the inside by somebody in the inside? Or? No.
Okay, break it down to me.
I meant Dolph was in the inside of the store. That's what I meant. And they pulled up and he got shot. That is what I meant. I didn't mean, oh yeah, it was in his. Somebody came in the store and shot him and ran back out. It's not what I said. I just said it happened in the inside of the store. He was hit while he was inside the store. That is what I meant. People are pulling, they just pulling. Y'all reaching a little bit too much for me. That's what I'm saying. Period. That's what happened.
Okay. So you said on the same interview, you said, and tell me, we've seen about 3 or 4 minutes of that interview. How long was that interview? How long was you up there talking to him?
That interview was literally 10 to 15 minutes tops. Y'all saw a snippet of what I said, and they edited and they checked. Everybody's out for ratings, people. That is what it is. They were actually, do you know they were the first people to actually get somebody to talk to them that was a part of the store, a part of the family? That's the reason why they had to hurry up and get on up in there, because nobody else could get anybody from the family or anybody to get interviewed at all. And answer me this, if I was in the store or my mom was in the store like y'all are saying, why were we on the outside of the crime scene tape? I mean, we were in the store, right? So that means we're supposed to be downtown with everybody else answering questions, right? Because we were in the store.
Yeah.
They're not going to just let us go. Oh, you guys can go. Go ahead and, just stand on the side and we're going to take them downtown and don't worry about y'all answering any questions. If we were in that store, we would have had to go downtown with them. So my mother nor me we weren't in the store, period.
So your mom was never at that location. Was she ever at that location at all that day?
She went earlier that morning before all of this took. You know what, to be honest with you, man, this is how crazy this is. My mom went early that morning and came in that store, checked on everybody. Everybody was good. She had a phone call from my dad. He said, okay, I'm on my way. They got separate cars and all that good stuff. My mom works downtown with me. My dad would come to the store later on. We got management there now, so he does not have to come early in the morning like he used to. Everything is straight because my dad works his butt off. 22 years that man has been coming in and out that store. Now we finally got help where we can actually have him not coming in so early and opening up. He was good. So that's how that happened. My mom left. My dad called her. You on your way downtown? Yes, baby, I'm on my way downtown. This is a normal conversation. Okay, great. I'm headed to Airways. I'll catch up with you later. Pow, that was it. That was it. My mom was not in the store at the time of the shooting. Period. She was not there. So leave my parents out of this crap.
Okay, so you say your mom or your dad was not at the location when the shooting actually occurred?
When the shooting officially occurred, no, they were not there at all, period.
Okay, so tell me this now. It was a lot of people outside the store from what we've seen online. It was a young lady that was out there filming. She was out there filming. I was seeing her on Facebook. they were saying that it was a friend of yours or a family member that was outside filming the whole situation that is now can't be found. Was any family members to the Makeda family, any friends of y'all outside filming? Did they put any footage online? Do y'all have any friends or family that was out on the scene?
I don't know who that person was. That was probably just a regular bystander, just like everybody else. There's a lot of people out there. We're next door to a Family Dollar. It was people coming out the store. They said they heard the shots. They wanted to see what was going on. It was people actually riding by. It's a big expressway. See, nobody on here that has their accusations or their claims are from Memphis. So y'all don't even know how Airways is. Airways is a big express. It's long as crap. That's like one of the busiest streets we got. So when they're seeing stuff and they're seeing people crowd around, you know, what do people do when they see stuff like that? What do people normally do, people? They pull over, they hop out. What's going on? Because everybody's nosy as crap. Did nobody even try to call the police or nothing? You know, the first thing everybody did, took their phone out and started recording stuff.
Okay, so who dispatched the police? How did the police, who called the police? Was it outside that called the police? Did somebody call the police on the inside? Who?
Somebody on the inside. The manager of the store, which is my cousin now, is the one. We have two ways we can call the police. The quickest way, we got an emergency button. Just press it. Pow. They right up the street. They gonna come. Now, if they don't know exactly what's going on, they probably gonna send one unit. They're gonna send one. So while he pushed that button, we had another employee literally calling 911. Now, this was after they got up and was ducking from all the bullets that you guys are thinking. They were hearing the shots too.
Okay.
They heard the shots too. So, and what do people normally do when they hear gunshots, people? Anybody know? You duck or you run. You're not going to go see what's going on up there. You're going to try to protect yourself. And that's exactly what they did. They didn't know what was going on. They just heard gunshots. Period.
So you
got up, Dolph didn't get up. That's what happened.
So tell me this, when it comes to the restaurant, did any bullets make it, you know, we see the gunfire that came through the window, we see most of it at the bottom. Was any other parts of this restaurant damaged up? Were they in the back? What stopped them from getting hit? That, you know, because it seemed like somebody else would have got hit. Was there any damage to the rest of the store? What happened back there where they was at? Did any bullets come back there? What happened?
There was bullet holes through the door that you guys are claiming is where the bathroom is. It's going straight to the back. It's going straight to the back. Actually, it's a bullet hole in the kitchen where my cousin usually stands when he's baking cookies. If he was right there, it would have been over with. It just so happens he was in the office at the time. He was in the office at the time. Since everybody got to know so much, he was in the office at the time sealing up the cookies because that's where our sealer is. After we bake cookies, we go in the office, got this little bitty office, and we're sealing cookies. That's what happened. So it's bullet holes going, like I say, going straight to the back. Straight to the back.
Okay, so bullet hole. So you telling me when the gunfire erupted, bullets did they saying that they was ducking, bullets was coming, they things moving around.
This is what was told to me.
Okay, yeah.
The person that was ringing him up at the time. This is how everything went on. Now this is what I heard. Dolph came in that store. He said, give me 2 lemon, 2 strawberry. He received a phone call. He said, hold on for a second. Walked off to the side, took his call. She was standing there for a split second. It only takes a second for everybody. This was this girl's second week at our shop. She had just got hired. She's never experienced anything like this in her entire life. Let me just stress that, okay? She was waiting on him to finish his call on the side. Apparently it was important because Dolph took a phone call. He went to the side. Dolph has never taken any phone calls. He's never been in the store no more than a minute. No more than a minute, people. He goes in, gets cookies, go back out. I appreciate y'all. See y'all next time. That's how the conversation goes every single time. So what she told me was basically she stood there. She waited for him to come back. But at the time of that, white car pull up. She see 2 people jump out. Pow. They get a little bit closer. She see guns. She froze. Her eyes got wide. And then when the first shot went off, pow, she ran. That's how that went. Exactly how they went. The chopper didn't go off apparently because it was like she said it was just one boom. Pow. That's all she heard. And it made her run. In an instant, you running. I don't care what nobody says. if you hear a gunshot, you finna go. You not finna go look for anybody. And my cousin, I don't even know if Dolph heard him, but he told me that he was like, everybody get down. He said it real loud. He don't know if Dolph heard him or not. Everything was happening so fast. It was guns. Come on, y'all.
Did your cousin say whether they seen him coming or not? Did anybody see him coming? Or was,
the only person that seen those two shooters coming was the person that was ringing Dolph up. And like I said.
And Dolph, so Dolph's back is turned to the window.
Back was turned to the window.
And they ringing the cookies up. And as they ring, Dolph put his order in, they ringing the cookies up. Is that when your people say they could see somebody running up to the window?
No, this is how this went. This is what she told me went down. He went to the counter. I'm gonna do it step by step because that's how she gave it to me.
Let's go.
I went up to that counter. He said, "Let me get 2 strawberry, 2 lemon." She said, he said, "Y'all got any chocolate chip?" And then a call came in. She said, "I'm telling you, this is the same statement she gave the cops because she told me from beginning to the end." Call came in because she was like, "Yeah, we got some chocolate chip." Got the call. All right, give me some of them joints. I'm finna take this call, ring me up. That's how I went. We're not finna tell him, "Oh, okay, hurry up," that type situation. I mean, take your call. We got all the time in the world. Okay? Just let us know when you ready to get rung up. Period. When she was standing there waiting on him to finish his call, that's when she saw a white car pull up. She didn't think much of it because it just pulled up. But when they hopped out and they got just a little bit closer, she see guns. She heard a pow real hard. She just heard a big boom. And she ran.
So they shooting from a distance. They don't get right up on the window right away. Or they shooting if they running up?
No. They're not shooting as they running up. They get close enough to, I guess, if y'all look at the layout of the front, the speed bumps, I guess, whatever those little bumps is, what are the parking bumps, whatever those things is. When they got about right there, she said, that's when she heard a boom, like real loud, like one of those, and she just ran. That's what happened. Now, if you pay attention to it, I can't tell you how far away they were. I can't tell you how close up they were because I'm not a detective. I'm not a forensic expert, obviously, and I wasn't there. But she told me that's how far they came. So they technically weren't on the sidewalk, but they was like right there by the sidewalk. That's how it went. Period.
And so, from what she say, Dolph never seen it coming.
He didn't see anything because his back was turned. His back was turned away from the window.
So his back is turned and he on the phone call.
I wish to God that man was looking out the window because he probably would have been saved. He probably would have ran. He probably would have ran straight to the back because that door is open. It is. I'm not going to lie about that. That door is open. It's open access because people come in and ask to use the restrooms all the time. We got a men's room and a women's room. If he would have ran in the back, if he would have saw what was going on, and I know he would have ran to the back. I know he would have ran.
So the door was unlocked. So if Dolph would have been paying attention, he could have turned around and got through that door.
Yes. But we can't really just blame him for not paying attention. Again, y'all got to think about it. This man is in his hood. He's comfortable here. He probably didn't think in a million years that somebody ride up on him in a freaking cookie shop and try to take him out. Because he's been so many times. You see what I'm saying? Why would you think that now? And see, again, y'all got to think about something else. So if we're we're the conspirators, right? We're the ones that got him set up and all that good stuff. So he's been coming for 6+ years, right? Sometimes by himself. We could have been did that, right? I mean, just think about this now. Why do we choose now, after all these years, to do this?
Was the family in any kind of financial danger of losing any of y'all locations?
No, sir.
Was there any financial danger y'all was in that could have made y'all want to set up Young Dolph?
Absolutely not. My mom just signed for a building downtown back in March. We had to renovate that whole building downtown. So everybody thinking, oh, you guys opened up the shop after that man just died. That's so disrespectful. Y'all don't even know which building it was because it's not that building. That building was already open, people. We just hadn't opened to the public yet. See what I'm saying? Our grand opening was on November the 6th, okay? That building was already open downtown. So please stop with thinking what you guys are thinking and stop listening to these YouTubers. Stop it.
Okay, tell me this. Let's go back to the phone call real quick. When you heard, did y'all want to ask you this too? Did your dad tell you that he ever touched Young Dolph? Did your dad
told me
ever?
That, I never said it.
Okay, because we heard on the interview where you said you could hear your dad saying, "Stay with me, Dolph. Stay with me, man."
Okay.
What was that? Break that down to me.
That was the second call that I got that nobody told you guys about because you didn't see the whole interview. I told that lady I got 2 calls. She didn't put that on there. See what I'm saying? So let's break it down then. When I got the first call and these folks and my dad told me what just happened, me and my mom are frantic because we don't really know all the facts. If anybody tells you that somebody just died, you're not going to ask a lot of questions. You're just going to want to go where the scene is as soon as possible. We didn't ask anything. When somebody's telling you something like this and it's a family member, you run to the scene. My mom was literally shaking. She was crying. Who's hurt? What's going on? I said, Mom, let me drive. You're not in the condition to drive. Let's go over there and see what happened. On the way there, if anybody knows about Memphis, which I don't think anybody on this YouTube platform knows because they've never been. But if you ever been to Memphis, it takes literally 15 to 20 minutes to get from where I am, which was downtown Memphis, to Airways. Every time we were on the expressway getting there, that's when I got call number 2. Everything was pretty much, already handled. Police on the scene, and my dad got the employees out there on the side. Because if you see that Facebook footage, wasn't my dad on the side of the building?
Yeah,
he was on the side of the building, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's when he
saw that.
That was call number 2, okay? He called back. My mama put it on speaker. Baby, everybody okay? Yeah, everybody in the store okay. Besides, man, they done got Young Dolph, man. He said it just like that. It's people still screaming and everything in the background, though. You can hear a lot of commotion. You can hear everybody just going crazy and all that stuff. When he said that, literally said, man, they done got Young Dolph, man. I lost. Like, I let go of the wheel. Like, what? Like, I'm freaking out. Okay? So everybody that thought I wasn't crying or freaked out on my interview. Yeah. We'll get to that in a minute. Put a pin in it. I freaked. I let go of the wheel. I almost lost control of my mother's car. She literally had to hold the wheel and pull over and ask me, am I okay? Do she need to drive? I said, no, Mom, I got it. I wiped those tears and I stood strong because my parents needed me. That's how I handle my grief. I stand strong for my family because I know they're going to need me. I wiped those tears. I sped to the scene like I did. When we got there, we could not even get over the tape. You know why? Because we weren't there. They're not going to let you on the scene of a crime scene if you weren't there, right? So when you take everybody back, right?
So when you got there, you never got a chance to see Dolph laying. Was Dolph body?
I never got a chance to see it. So let's get back to the stay with me, dog, because that's what you asked me. Because I want to make sure everybody knows what really happened. I don't want to leave nothing out.
You said you said on the phone. You said you can hear your dad saying, "Stay with me, Dolph. Stay with me."
Right. So at the time, my mistake because I thought that was him. He was on speaker. It was people all over the place acting crazy. Somebody in the background must have said it. I'm sorry that I said my dad. At the time, I thought it was him. It was a man's voice, bro. Everybody was going crazy. I was losing it. My mom was crying because it was Dolph. Because, no, we didn't know him personally. We weren't like this. But that man came in the store all the time, people, and showed us mad love every single time. So we did feel like he was family. He called my mama, hey, mama, every time he came in that shop. He knew us by name. Just because he knew us by name and just because he called my mama, so we got to be close like this. Why he can't just be a good dude, a good genuine dude that just nice and polite? Why he can't just be that? Why I got to have Christmas pictures and Thanksgiving pictures of Dolph everywhere for him to be considered my family? So why he can't just be considered family?
Have y'all ever hung out with Dolph or did anything with Dolph outside the cookie shop? Have y'all ever partied with Dolph, kicked it with Dolph?
No,
do y'all have Dolph phone number? Can you call Dolph?
We cannot. And for the record, with that phone thing, he must have called and told them he was on the way. Okay, so if he did that, Let's let y'all think for a second though. If he called us, y'all know they have dumped this man's phone. They have looked through his phone records. That man has phones. They have looked through all his records, right? Wouldn't they have found our phone numbers? Wouldn't we be suspects then? Okay, well, we see what he called Makedas. What's that about? They would be asking that. It's no public knowledge that Dolph called that shop ever, or anybody in my family. It's no knowledge of that. He doesn't have my number. I don't have his number. He doesn't have my dad's number, my mom's number, my cousin, nobody. We know him simply when he pulls up and get out that car, and we see that grin when he walk in that door and tell us he wants chocolate chip cookies hot. That's how we know we dealing with Dolph. When we see that face walk through that door, we know it's Dolph. That's it.
Okay, so never, no personal relationship at all with Young Dolph.
No.
Tell me this: do y'all have
Dolph just like everybody else do? Only thing that I know more than y'all know is that he loved chocolate chip cookies because he came to our shop. Y'all didn't know that. We knew that. Period.
Tell me this: do y'all